Hey people, Kate Sling here. How are we doing? So, lots of things have come out these past few hours. Excuse me, I'm a bit late to the party with this. I only had like a short space of time to prepare this video, so if I do miss something, please excuse me there. This is interesting. There's some cool event coming called Survival. And we've got Titus with the release of Space Marine 2, kind of like tying it together. They're obviously developers have spoke to each other and have this bit of a tie together, and it's pretty exciting in ways. It's another Ultramarine. We're going to quickly go through Titus and then only quickly, and then we'll go through some of the survival, and then I've kind of got some tips to put together, which I'm going to hopefully help people out there before this event takes place. So, Titus, yes, another Ultramarine. I was pretty shocked when I seen this news because it's the seventh, as you call, character. I don't really like to call them Machines of War characters, but they are to the game. So, yeah, this kind of oversees all other factions now. We've got still waiting for the Tyranids. We're still waiting for still have a faction waiting for. Can't believe it's completely gone. We're still waiting for more anyway. Let's put it that way for other factions. So it does surprise me, but perhaps with the release of Space Marine 2, they've kind of had to push this forward. I don't know, but we've got another Marine on the way anyway. And in the whole world of Games Workshop, the Marines always the poster boys, so it doesn't surprise me to a degree. So Titus. It's pretty interesting. Like I said, I don't want to go too much into him. He's got Chain 4, which is pretty nice. Fueled by Fury, which again is another nice skill where basically every character that uses an active ability, he kind of like builds with his Fury. So that can make him hit pretty sweet. Tactical precision, so you can kind of charge into an enemy and do one big crazy attack, or if you're surrounded by enemies you can kind of like do a sweep attack and do some damage to everyone in like a chain. So all in all, yeah, he's built this character very PvP. I don't think as any guild bosses he'll be useful. He might do some great hits against the tank, against Screamer Killer, but I think there's going to be other characters that will kind of oversee this one as a better choice. So, but if you're new to the game and you get this guy early on, then do you know what I mean? You're going to take him into the bosses. So I've always said depends on the roster that you have. We'll have a quick look at this guy in action anyway, and like I say, you can see here this is against Ragnar. So if I didn't do any Fury's there is 1672, and then if I get the rest of the guys just to use an action, I mean the Scream's going to help. Tan, you can't multi-tan as well. Once you do it once, you won't keep doing it, unfortunately. And then Azimodi, fueled by Fury, he's now hitting for over 9k, so it's pretty sweet skill. Like I say again, if bosses, I could do some okay damage, but this guy is again in arena, PvP, tournament arena, war. He's going to be pretty sweet, and he kind of takes care of Ragnar quite quick there. This is kind of showing the precision strike, so you can just run in there straight into Ragnar, do the one hit. It's not amazing, but it's a decent hit. And then again, you're surrounded. You find yourself surrounded by all the enemies. You're just going to go in there, go and charge anything. Do a big swoop. They were sitting on barbed wire, unfortunately, so they get a bigger hit. And then sweet, the damage is done. So, all in all, like I say, he's a cool character. He's built for this survival mode, which we'll go through shortly. But it is pretty built for other modes also. So now we get into juicy bits of survival. This new mode that's coming on the 7th of September, if I'm not mistaken. So you've got a couple of weeks. It's interesting. It took kind of some of the shell from other events, but it's a unique event where you're fighting off waves. As you can see there from the screen, you've got the kind of same as some of the events where you collect oaths, they're called, to kind of get your crates. There's a stat boost there, which we'll go through shortly to keep an eye on. You've got the overview, you've got missions we'll look at briefly. There's a leaderboard as always, so you can kind of see how you're getting on against other people. But you've got to remember with this guy with shards, there's going to be kind of offers that you're going to be able to pay to be able to get more robes, be able to get more shards. So you've got to kind of bear that in mind. That if you're free to play, don't expect to be kind of unlocking him straight away. You're going to have to spend some money, to put it simple, to get him unlocked. You're going to get quite a lot of shards for him. Even if you play to the maximum of free to play, you do everything you can. I believe he's going to come in the battle pass with other shards. Even on the free side of that, you're not going to be able to get him. You're going to have to kind of buy the premium. We're going to go through that more when I go through the battle pass in another video. But I think if you're free to play, you do everything you can in survival. And let's say you buy the premium, you will be able to unlock him. The waves and missions. So as you can see, this is the wave. It goes all the way up to wave 13, and I'm not gonna lie, it's a tough challenge. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. It's not easy. It is definitely a challenge, but it's a fun challenge at the same time. I don't think anyone will do this straight away first shot. It's a kind of a marathon, I'm going to say, instead of a sprint. You're going to need to keep doing your missions to kind of build up the stat boosts. We'll go through again with the tips. That one to bear is a Fleet of Chaos stain. So you need to kind of keep doing them missions to get the boosts. There's a premium, like I say, to unlock to get more oaths. And also in the ways, what you're going to be looking at is the kind of characters you can use and against the kind of boosts you can get in game. So there's a lot to kind of take in, but the more you play it, the kind of more it will come natural to you of what characters you want. And again, it all depends on the roster that you have. Now, as for the factions, you can use Ultramarines, Black Templars, Space Wolves, Dark Angels, and Blood Angels are the only factions you can use. There's only a handful of Dark Angels and Blood Angels, but you can use them in the game. So, if you've got any characters you think you'll do well, start looking now to kind of rank them up. You've got some time. And now if we have a look at the survival in action, I kind of don't want to go through too much because I don't want to ruin the kind of waves for you as such, but you start off by picking your 5 characters. Now there's a couple of ways you can play this game. You can kind of pick your strongest characters first and hope that you can kind of build them up and survive through all of the waves, or you could go through and think, actually I'm going to pick weaker characters and then hope that when you get the token, as you can see down the top left, once you lose someone, you're going to have to hope that the choice you get of the 3 is one of the strong characters that you want. I've tried it a few times and was lucky. As you can see, I was lucky there to get Ragnar. But in other times, if I lost a character on the counter to bring someone else back, I would have preferred someone else. So you haven't got that choice. It's very orangey there. So you've got that to bear in mind. And it's this case of just keep trying and trying. Use your tokens up when you can. Like I said, it's a marathon, not a sprint, this mode. Now tips. Prepare and rank what characters you have. As again, I've always said, you can only play with the characters you've got. So if you've got certain characters that you're not ranked up, you think they're going to do one survival, you've got time. You've got a couple of weeks to kind of prepare. Complete missions when you can outside of the event. Now this is an important one because some of the missions will be where you have to do waves, but a lot of missions to boost them stats will be kind of doing abilities or killing Tyranids. Now don't waste them missions doing it on survival. If you can in other modes, do that beforehand. It's going to give you more tokens to have a go at survival. So if you've got a mission where you're going to do waves and you're going to do survival, but if you haven't, try and do some of the modes of the game to kind of get the missions done. Because once you get the missions done, you're going to get the stat boosts. Use skills for multiple kills towards the end. Again, this works in favour. I found when I tested it, someone like Calgar, if I got towards the end of the waves where it was getting really tough and I was surrounded by nids, then I could use a skill and wipe out loads around me instead of using it near the start and like wave 1 or 2, just to get rid of 2 or 3. Try if you can. I know sometimes you might die, but if you can, use them kind of skills to your best towards the end, so you can kind of clear as much. We all know what Calgar can be like. If he's boosted up with damage and he's got like about 10 nids all around him, he's going to wipe them all out. Do you know what I mean? And it's going to feel pretty nice. Multi-hitters will do you well, and they really well in this survival. Do you know what I mean? If you've got characters like that will kill someone and do some damage to another one, then they're going to do you really well. There's a few choices to be made for the Marines, but check your character skills. Multi-hitters, if you've got them ranked up well, they're going to do you well. And Sisus will be MVP for this, and he really will. I've tried it without him, and I didn't get as far. Tried it with him, and he did okay, because he's the only one who's going to be kind of giving you and healing you up. There's no other Marine out there that does this, so for once, he's been sitting there lonely in the corner all by himself. He's good on some of the legendary events, but this is where he's going to shine. He's going to be there. So you've got 2 weeks. Get him ranked up. I'm ranking mine up. I will put my arms up that my Incisors is really lowly ranked. So I am now starting to rank him up, ready for this event. So if you've got him, everyone should have him, to be fair. Not if you got him, but if you get some ranks up on him, because he will do you well in this event. And that's it. I didn't want to go as long as this. But as always, I want to say a big thank you for everyone that's supported me. I'm blown away by the comments I get, and the kind of warmth from the community. Don't use your refer a friend code. Please do. I'm not putting a gun to your head to use it, but if you like my videos and you like my face, please use the refer a friend code. As you know, I do competitions. The duck race is coming soon, and everyone has referred a friend. I will put you into a competition where it's going to be win some Amazon vouchers. So if you want to be into that competition, use a code. There's a chance to do it. As always, thank you for watching. Please don't forget to check out some more videos, and also hit that like and subscribe button on your way out. Take care. Bye bye.